Hey guys, I am AyeselTPW and welcome to another tutorial. Today I want to show you my storage system and my sorting system that I set up here on our SMP server. It's a Minecraft 1.14.2 SMP server called AyeselCRAFT. If you want to check that out guys, there's a link in the description here. I also want to say that this idea of the storage system actually comes from another YouTuber called Wattles, and it's a very simple system and I'm going to take you through it step by step. You can also come on the server here and you can actually check it out for yourself, like my AFK fish farm over there, and actually see how it works and how it was built together. But let me show you what you can do with this. So this is down here in my base and this is my storage system here and my sorting system. So I've got all of the chests laid out under here, and as you can see I've got everything that I'll need being sorted over here. So whenever I've got my inventory full, I just pop it in here. This is the workings of what I've got going on behind those chests. Now, if you're not familiar with redstone, don't be too afraid of this. It's actually just repeating the same thing over and over and over again. The initial setup is actually very simple, and once you've got it set up once, then it's not that difficult to do. So that's the system that I'm using at the moment, and this is effectively right behind me here is a step-by-step way to be able to build this. As you can see here, I've labeled this out if you do want to come onto the server here, and you can see that I've done this in different stages. So you've got stage 1, stage 2, and you're adding a little bit on every single time. Stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, and then we have the final stage here, which is the system which is actually built. So I have a chest here, and I've got everything in here that we're going to need. We've got 64 quartz blocks. Not going to need 64 exactly. I think it's 57. Similar with the redstone. We've got 6 comparators. We've got 6 repeaters. 1 dropper. 11 hoppers. We've got 12 chests. We've got 5 redstone torches. We've got 25 glass. And we've got a bucket of water. That's all we need to get the basic system that we have over here. I can also show you how to extend it, and I'm going to show you that at the end, but I'm going to worry about these ones here. This is what you will need for that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up 4 blocks. And I'm going to knock these 3 out. And what we're looking for here is a kind of a diamond shape at the back here. So we're going to place 1 here, knock that one out. And I'm going to place 1 here and knock that one out. Pop a bit of redstone down there. It doesn't matter when you put redstone in, as long as it's in the same sequence. What we're looking for here then, as you can see, we've got an X here, so we're going to do that. We've actually got a block underneath here, which we are putting a repeater on. But let's go back here, and I'm going to make that X because it kind of makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to put a holding block there and put a block here. I'm then going to take that out. And I'm going to bring a block up here so that I can get an equal block here and then take that out. So there you can see we have the same X like we have behind. There's also, I'm going to put a holding block here and put a block here. And that's exactly the same that we have right behind here. And then we also have 1 block going here. So that is the start of this system. We're going to place a redstone here. And then we're going to put a repeater facing this way. You see, it's matching that one there. We also need to put a comparator, which is the 3-pronged one if you don't know what a comparator is, and we're going to face it that way. And then we're going to put some redstone here to join it all up. So that now effectively is the brains of our storage system. We're going to come 1 out, so I'm going to place 1 here like that, take that one out, and then we're coming out 3. Do you see the way that matches up here now? So we still have our X, and we've come out 1 block here, and we're going across 3. And we're going down 1 also. We're then going to place our dropper. Now the dropper must be facing this way. So I'm going to place a block here, just for now, and I'm going to put a dropper on here. And if you're not sure what a dropper is, it's the one that looks like a smiley face, and we can take that block out underneath. We then place a hopper on top of that, facing down into the dropper. And then we can put our chest on top. So I'm just going to put a block here so that I've got the right height. So I can put a chest down, then I can put a double chest. So I'm going to put shift and pop here, and there we have it. I'm going to take that one out, and there we have it now. That is the start of our system here. And if you want to see if the system is working, you pop anything into the chest. I'm going to pop a dropper that I have in here. And there it spits it out. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to come out to 2 and I'm going to put down this row of quartz here. By the way, you can use any block you wish. I just use quartz because I think it's one of the prettiest blocks that you can use in Minecraft. So we're going to come out 2 from here. So it's 1, 2, and up 2, and then I'm going to come over 5. And this is our holding blocks here for our chests. From here, we're going to go back 2, just like that, and we're going up 1. I'm going to take out that block here, so you can see we've got a kind of a step going on here, and again we're going back 5, just like so. And you can see then we can repeat exactly the same here, so we can go like so, and with another 5. The reason we've got 5 is because we've got 5 chests. If you're wondering why I've got 5 chests, is because when we put our water in, water flows 8 blocks. So we've got the first 3 here, and then we have the 5 hoppers. So that's 8 blocks in total. And we're going to put another row of 5 in right after that. So we're going to put a holding block there, close it, and we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One too many. 5. So that's exactly the same here. We've got 1, 2, 3 rows here, 1, 2, 3 rows here. On this one, we are going to put, this is the second, not this one here. On the second row here, we're going to put 5 redstone torches like so. And on this one, we're going to put a row of redstone. We're not putting redstone on this. We need to put in our row of repeaters. So we're going to do that here. They need to be facing this way. So we're going to put in a row of blocks first. And then we're going to put our repeaters in facing this way. And we have 5 of these also. So now you can see the system is starting to line up. We have our redstone here, we have our repeaters, and we have the torches here. The next thing we're going to do is to close this off with a block here and a block here. And we'll do 5 across that way again. And then we're going to fill that in here with redstone. Just like over here, we're going to have 2 rows of redstone here. So we can now close this block off here. And we can put our comparators, and our comparators are facing this way. So we now have our system nearly complete. From here, there's no more need for redstone. So now we're just talking about putting the chests in and the hoppers in. First off, what we're going to do is we're going to put our chests in. I'm going to have to put a holding block in here so that I can actually put my chests down. And we're putting 5 rows of chests. And then we're going to put in our hoppers. Now we need 2 hoppers, and they both need to be facing in this way. So they need to be, the hoppers need to be facing this way. If you're not too sure what I'm talking about, you need to shift and point at the edge of the chest. I'm going to do that there, and you can see the kind of nozzle there of the hopper that's pointing towards the chest. These ones have to be pointing towards the chest, like so. We've got this one row, and we need to put another row. And this other row also needs to be pointing forwards, not pointing down. So I'm just going to put that holding block there, and I'm going to point the hoppers like so. And then I'm going to break off this block of quartz here, like so. Now you can see that they're all pointing forwards. That's actually really important. If you don't do that, then your system is not going to work, and it needs to be the same on both rows. Our system is effectively nearly finished. What we need to do first, though, is we need to tell these hoppers what it's to collect. And to do that, we actually need to close them off first. You can do that by naming a block, or if you put in slabs like this. And we're going to repeat this all the way along into all of the top hopper only, not the one behind the chest. Like so. And now we have our system. We just need to tell each of these what to accept. So what would be the most common? Let's say iron ore. Let's take that there, and we're going to pop the iron ore into the top hopper. You need to do this first, and you're going to see it's going to start reducing down here until 40 or 41, and then it's going to lock at 40 or 41. And you're going to have 1 and 1 below here, and then the rest go into the chest. So if we have any more iron, and we pop it in there like so, then you can see that the chest is now filling up. It's always going to keep 40 in the top one, and it's going to keep 1 in the bottom one. And the rest is then going to go into the chest. Let me pop that in there. We're going to do the same for this one. Let's pick gold ore for this. I'm going to pop gold in here. Diamonds, I suppose, would be the next. Especially if you're early Minecraft when you are mining. But good luck in getting 64 diamonds in early Minecraft. Redstone, you're definitely going to get a lot of. So we're going to put some redstone dust into this one. And let's get cobblestone because we obviously get a lot of cobblestone in early game. So I'm going to put cobblestone in there. So now we have iron, we have our gold, we have our diamonds, we have our redstone, and we have our cobblestone. The way you can separate these is if you want to put an item frame. There you go, shift, 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 and shift. And then you can take one from each of these. And that is how you tell which one is in each chest. So you can see we're not quite finally there yet. We need to be able to deliver the items down here. So how do we get the items from the dropper down here? Well, you can see in the back there, it's quite easy. We're just using a system of water. So we're going to get our glass here. And first off, we need to close off the system so there's no water flowing that way. And then we're going to put some blocks this way. So now we're just closing off this loop here, like so. Going to shift and then we're going to put our last one here as well. What I would suggest is you also put some along the top here. I haven't done this one over here, but I would just in case any of the items pop out. And first off, obviously, I need to break that because I need to now put in the water. Then I am going to close it off completely. I'm just going to pop it there like that. And you can see it's going to flow right down to the last one here. So that is exactly what we're looking for. And then we're going to close off the loop because we don't want anything hopping out here. So now we have a closed system. We have our chest with our hopper going into our dropper. The dropper is going to spit things out here. It's going to flow down here. And as soon as it hits the comparator, here, the comparator is going to read if it's something that it recognizes in the hopper in front of it. And for example, in this one, if it's iron, it's going to put all iron in here. So let's test this. We have some cobblestone here. We have some redstone. We've got some diamond, cobblestone again, gold ore, and more redstone here. And you can see cobblestone's going right down here to this one. And you can see the cobblestone is filling up. These ones aren't filling up yet now. As I was saying about putting this on one tick earlier on, you can change the system here to be faster or slower. That's slower, and that's the slowest one. You can hear the ticks. It's very slow now. Putting it up to the top one again will speed it up. Now you can hear that it's obviously getting a little bit of server lag here, but that will spit these things out here. And you can see it's flowing down the water and you've got your system filling up. So we've our cobblestone here, we've got a redstone that's filling up here. So that's a 5 system. How do you go from this system and expand it to the system that I have? Well, that's actually quite easy. And I need to go back over to the chest here. And we're going to get out a few things that I have in here. So we can close this system off with just a simple 5, and we can have a system where we have just got a pickup chest. This is quite simple. Well, I'm just going to put a holding block here, and I'm going to put a holding block here, and I'm going to bring a block out here, and on here I'm going to put a chest. On that chest, I'm going to put a hopper pointing into it, like so. And then we're just going to seal it off with some glass around, again, so nothing comes out of the system, and that we have a closed system loop here. So we've got to make sure that we've got everything closed off here. Don't want anything getting out, and we're just going to finish this off here. So if we put something like glass in here. Now glass isn't going into any of these ones here. It can't because the system won't let it. I'm just going to actually keep this one closed here, and you can see the glass is going into our trash one here. So that's a simple way of doing that. You just need to have 2 blocks coming out and have a hopper pointing into another chest here like this. So that's all finished now. So that's just our holding, that's our trash chest here for taking spurious stuff. I'm just going to break this off again, and the way that you can extend this is I'm just going to put some blocks up here for right now, and we put an ice block in. Like so. We will need to extend this, obviously. like this. We will also need to extend the system like it is here. So we're going to continue this out, and you can continue this out as far as you want. When I say as far as you want, you need to come out 8 blocks first, because obviously. So we have from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because the water, if you remember, goes 8 blocks. So we need to extend everything out by 8 blocks. And we just put, and we're going to put our repeaters down here. You can skip this block if you wish, but I just like to continue it like that. It's not dependent on having that one. This is a closed system, so it doesn't really matter. We're then going to put our torches, and we're going to continue these along. Then we can fill this off here. Same here, like this. Same here, like this. And then we can put our redstone down again and do exactly the same here with this. And we're just filling that in there with the same redstone. And then we're going to put our comparators in. And our comparators are facing this way. So we can put one there, 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 there. As I said, this row here with the ISIS doesn't really matter. We're just going to continue one glass here and here. Now what we do need to do is, we do need to put in a slab in here. And now it's going to be important that we're going to repeat the same thing over here with our chests. And we're going to repeat the chests. We don't need a chest here, so we're going to put a chest here, 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 here and here, here and here. And fill it out until we have 8 chests like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is coming down to here, which is perfect. We're then going to have our hoppers, again like over here, facing in. Like so. All of those hoppers are facing in there. You can see. And now we're just going to put a block here so that I can actually get the hoppers facing in that way as well. For the second row. And then we can take away this quartz here. So our system is now completely closed again. We're just going to put this here like this. We're going to leave the top open for now. And this time we are going to get our bucket and we're going to place it on this block here. And you can see it's flowing down here to this last one here. And that's how we get our system to extend even further. We just close it off so nothing can jump out. And whatever you want to put into these, you can. So again, you do exactly the same with item frames. You need to put your slabs in here like so. And then you can put something else in here, maybe like glass. Make sure that you have more than 41. I would recommend putting a stack of something here, maybe like the item frames here. Because it needs to have 40 or 41 in here first. You need to also have one in here, and the rest will then pour into your chest below. And that is, guys, how you make an automatic storage system. It may look more complicated than it is. Once you get into it, it's actually quite simple. I'm quite new to Redstone. I'm used to using mods like ME Systems. And I found that this system is actually quite easy to make. You're able to turn corners with it as well, as I've done up here in the back. And you can see that when you enclose it, it actually looks quite pretty. So I hope you like this system. Guys, that's this tutorial. If you want to come onto the server and see how we made it, then please feel free to do so. The server is ayeselcraft.mcpro.eu. If you enjoyed this video as well, guys, and you want to see more tutorials, then it would be awesome if you hit the subscribe button as well. And guys, thank you so much. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you get stuck. Let me know if this was helpful for you. Let me know if you've got any other ideas that you would like me to do a tutorial on. And guys, thank you so much. I am AyeselTBW, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye bye.